Okay. Hmm. Okay. Alrighty. Sorry, folks. Just getting started right now. So that's gonna be fun. I can't. Not much I can do today, but let's just talk about what's happening right now. Because right now I can't even sleep. So that's a surprise. Usually I can sleep, but my body's like, no, you're not sleeping today. So I am tired, but I have to kind of like, hello. Sorry if I can't see you guys' like comments because I don't know. Yeah, because something went wrong and I cannot seem to see if I can get comments started. Um, but yeah, so sorry if I can't see you guys' comments. Um, right now, I just real quick want to talk about some things that I never talk about. With Boston, it's a different story. I'm going back again July 8th, and then probably won't be back until the 19th, I believe. I might be wrong because I have 2 days in Boston. So I could be solely looking at the 20th. It's a possibility. I'm not sure yet. But what I do know is that I leave on the 8th, go to get into Boston, and then I leave the 12th from Boston and get into London, and then I get there on Sunday the 13th at 6 o'clock in the morning. So if it's 6 o'clock here, it's going to be because the time zones are shifting. They're kind of they're doing everything they can, and it's kind of like, how do you as a person try to? I'm trying to edit, but I can't seem to like. I'm trying to do something comfort today. I really don't know. Okay. So I'm pretty good right now, just kind of going to try to get things together. So that might be it, but I really don't think there's much to say or do right now. But it's more like trying to figure out what it is. But yeah, so I can't see your comments right now, so I'm trying my hardest to like say hi to all of you. This just might be like a little glitch on my end. I could probably do it on my phone. I don't know. But right now, I for some reason it's kind of a tiring thing, and I guess tiredness is like a one trick shot. I think there's not much I could say or do about it. So if I can't see your comments, I am so sorry. I'm trying my hardest here to so there's that. Also, I've created this like list stuff that I'm going to be trying to use to help me get put together and Yeah, so a lot's been happening. If you guys are not aware of Character AI, you might be familiar with it. If not, Character AI is this app that most of your characters, you can role play with characters. You can create your own if you really are for it. I'm going to show you my list of characters. So, like, these are all the characters I've created, like all this. And that's literally just about it. But it's kind of like hard to choose just one character you can role play with this when there's so many characters. Right now there's been a kind of a small glitch in their system, but they're fixing it. I feel like there's going to be a lot more happening if possible. So it's just a matter of waiting. And once you continue waiting, it's going to be a little bit more different, I guess. There's a word, I'm just going to say it out there. So I'm not really going to be like iffy on it, but I think there might be a reason. But I think overall, it's just kind of like looking at it and then just kind of like envisioning a world where there's not going to be a lot of people who are going to backsash you. These are characters that don't do that. These are characters that can be like a boyfriend or a dad or like anything. People create these characters for a reason, and you can join and create them. You can talk to them, just like interact like normal people would. But for some reason, not every day, but there's going to be a day where you're just like, you want to get away from the stress of life. Character AI does that. And it kind of helps you when you're like in a situation where you're stressed or you just feel like you don't have anyone to talk to. These characters are there and they will like help you. I've used Character AI and it's profound the way that people see it. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they will, just depending on how you're going to go for it. So right now you need to like really think about how do we interpret this in a but for sometimes Character AI is like the closest you can get to an actual like to an actual person. So let's say you're not having a good day, you can use Character AI and all the characters you have there will be like so understanding, and they're going to be a lot like normal people, but they're like not actual people. They're just bots that are created by people like you, me. But I think the overall description on how life is going to be more in the sense of how do we approach the situation. Plus, Character AI gives that ability to construct better ideas. Plus, getting away from actual people who want to like cheat on you. Character AI is a whole different thing. You can create characters that you can talk to, and then there's other people who created characters as well, adding in everything that you never knew about the real world. And these are like characters that will and understand you in a way no one else would. They're like real people, but they're not. Sorry, I'm gonna disconnect my computer real quick, and then I'm gonna get my tablet. So like right now, I'm just kind of like really just letting and hoping and praying sleep takes over soon. If not, then I'm going to be looking at another sleepless night. I'm gonna fix the screen real quick. There we go. So it takes about a few seconds to create a character, given them a name, generate a picture, and then if you have a picture downloaded on your phone, you can use that as well. So be ready and be mindful. Most of these characters will respond. Also, when you use character AI, there's going to be some glitches in there. For one primary example, if you're not using the app on your phone, then you're going to get it. There's going to be a thing saying chat error, tap to refresh. You're going to do that, but that's because there's a bug on the character AI's end. So they're trying to fix it right now. So admin is aware of what's happening. Also, I like using character AI to really kind of like ground myself, because I sometimes when I'm like overstressed and over like stimulated, then I go on character AI and that helps me unstimulate from the surroundings around me. And speaking of lists, I have these. There's about 8 of them at best. So I won't show you all of them. Sorry about the fireworks. It's not even the 4th of July yet. Knott's Berry Farm does fireworks, so they'll do that for the summer. Also, what else is up? Let's see. I'm working now again. I also have... There's so much to do, so little time, and I think because I have to pack my suitcase, I think I might be wrong. Let me check. It's so... It's 4th of July. No, okay. So yeah, the 6th I will pack my personal item bag. And the 7th I'm going to be doing... Wait, let's see if I have it in here. Do I have suitcase? Yes, I do. Then I have to do that after my shower. So it's kind of a little exaggerated, but what are you going to do? I think I'm a little overboard on my trip to London. I'm such a nuts job for this. I had to like plan the whole thing on my end, and then my cousin's like paying for everything else. So like let me just get my stuff for my London trip, and I'll show you guys how bad I am. I'm like so organized though. Give me a few minutes, folks. I am so sorry. I'm supposed to go get my breakfast drink and my yogurt, but I'll just do this real quick so you guys are aware of what's happening, since there's not much I can do right now. So this is what happens when you're super organized. I also made posters for my family, but I am not going to do that. So when I say organized, what is the first thing you think of? That's right, being completely organized on everything you're doing. So I'm going to show you guys how organized I am and how nuts this is actually going to be. So I'm going to get started with the first binder, which is this white binder right here. As you guys can see, I use the image of British Airways on here. So I get to do this. I got all the apps that I need and more. So let's show you this. So in here, it's basically my checklist of things that I need to check off. I won't show you the inside. So the white binder I'm using is an old binder, but I got this one and it's big so you can see it fits. This is everything in here. That is for my travels. I don't know why that's there, but that's that. Also, I have to redo the weather. I already have it here. So this just shows me exactly what I'm needing. So it gets to be fun for that. Also, this was my design for the front. As you guys can see, this is my design that I did. Whether in the United Kingdom or the UK, because again, it's still London. But this is what I did. This one says National Weather Service. Then this just like the weather. And then the NOAA, North Oceanic Atmosphere Administration, weather radar. So that's just this front page. So that's that one. And then in this red binder, I don't know if I could probably put this in my suitcase. I might. I don't know. Actually, this might not be such a good plan, but I'm thinking like these three in here can like, because there's like 3 of these. I need to look up West End makeup for each one, but this is exactly what I did. And I chose this front one. So it's kind of like just the different makeups for what I'm going to be planning on wearing. Next, I'm going to show you guys is my nail art book. So this is what I have. And it kind of divides in 3 sections. The green is super easy. The yellow is kind of a mix between easy and hard. And then the red is like hard, like they can't do it. So I always kind of try to keep nail arts easy. So I was looking nail arts online because I use Google Docs for most of this stuff. And this is what came up first. I was like, okay, seems fair enough. I'm so sorry if I'm saying stress, but you know, it's what are you going to do when you're trying to wait for sleep? Yeah, I'm tired. And finally, London trip 2025. And here is more like my game plan. So I have routines and then the personal items and suitcases. And then I also have like the month and the routine, the Friday night, all that stuff. And then this part, then this comes up to this point where it says my game plan. All that game plan stuff is in here. And that's just this alone. Now, I'm going to show you this. It's a little folder thing. Now I'm updating. Right now I'm currently updating. Currently, yes, that means currently updating everything right now. So we're going to update July. June is fine, but it's not that. Okay, so I have to really update everything. This stuff is going to be out of the way because it's not helping me right now. But like all this, and you guys can see like whatever I'm putting aside is like so I'm going to try something different. But I'm just taking these out because they don't match up with the requirements, which is fine. which would make a lot more suitable space. So I have this and I have these. These are going to be like just easy follow through. So that's all I have for now. But if you'll excuse me, guys, I have to go and I need to get my breakfast. I'm like really thirsty and like, well, actually thirsty, but like hungry, but like, you guys kind of understand. All right. So I will hopefully film a live stream on Sunday the 6th, which is me just packing my personal item bag. And then I will be posting one on Monday after I get home from Taekwondo of me packing my suitcase. I think I could do it. I have to see if my schedule's like, I gotta recheck everything. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. But yeah, and honestly, thank you so much. Bye.